Okay, boys and girls, so now that we are done doing the language arts assignment 1 for week 1, we are going to look at the assignment for math. There's 2 parts to it for this week, but they're not hard at all. Before we begin, as always, please make sure you're on class pages right up here. Please make sure you're on math now on your subject. And when you're on the left-hand side, please make sure when you click on week 1 and 4, you click on week 1. When you click on week 1, your objectives and your assignment will pop up. So what's good about the math, it is a lot easier to do compared to the language arts. On the right-hand side, you'll see a bunch of resources you could use to help you complete your assignment. In the center, you're going to see what your objectives are for this week. The good thing about this week is we are adding and subtracting, which should be a piece of cake because we've been doing multiplication for the longest time. So this is kind of like review. So when you scroll down, it will tell you assignment directions. This class page has resources to help you learn and complete your assignments for this week. Use the vocabulary, digital math tools, and anchor charts as a resource to help you. So first, what you're going to do for this assignment is you need to watch the 2 videos on Khan Academy. All you have to do is just simply click the button and it will pop up. Your first video will pop up. So all you have to do is press play, and it's a video. You don't need to sign in. You do not have to put any username or password or anything like that. You just simply press play and the video will begin. Now you will do this on your own time. I'm not going to play the video on my video, but all you have to do is just watch and see what they do. Now again, you do know how to add, especially 3-digit numbers, so you shouldn't have a problem, but still watch it so it could help you with your assignment. Once you're done with that, you go back to the PowerSchool and you click and you watch the second video, which is the subtraction one. The subtraction one will come up again. All you have to do is press play, watch the entire video, and go back to PowerSchool to help complete your assignment. So once you're done, it's just a tutorial and some practice for you. You scroll down and now you have your 2 assignments for today. Your 2 assignments are pretty easy. Please don't get worried. But you can either click on the blue hyperlink right here, or you could just click on view work. Now remember, you have 2, not just 1. Click on view work for the first one. You are going, again, you guys have a different layout than me. This is with all the students, so I'm just going to go to assignment details. Your assignment details will be right there. You won't see mine. So when you go to see the assignment details, you're going to run into an issue, a problem. And I had already emailed you guys the problem. If you could see that starts with Miss Snyder is playing a game with her class. In order to win round 1 of the game, the class must find 2 numbers of Miss Snyder's game board whose number is exactly 1,000, the sum. And sum means adding. As you can see, there is no picture. For some reason, it's not showing up. So to make your life easier, I sent your parents an email with this document right here. The document has the picture. So use the document I sent your parents. So ask your parents, Mommy, Daddy, do you have an email from Miss Almeida? Yes, I do. Use this document because now look, you can type in it. So that way you can upload it and it'll be easy for you. So for this assignment, sorry, I'm recording and doing this at the same time. So for this assignment, it says Miss Snyder is playing a game with her class. And as always, my dog is snoring. In order to win round 1 of the game, the class must find 2 numbers on Miss Snyder's game board whose sum is exactly 1,000. Now, if you guys remember, you do have your agenda books with you. So at home, you could use this. But what does sum mean? Sum means you need to find two numbers that you add together that will equal 1,000. So out of these numbers, what two numbers equal 1,000? Well, if you don't know, you do have your math notebook at home. You can test out two numbers and add them together, and whatever two numbers equal 1,000 is your answer. So part 1 says which two numbers will win. All you have to do is put the two numbers that equal 1,000 when you add them together. Type it in again. So maybe it's 500 and whatever. I'm not saying that's the answer. I'm just showing you that you can write. Next, another part. It says, what strategy did you use to find the two numbers with the sum of 1,000? Write the steps that will help students follow your strategy. So you're going to write how you found your answer. Maybe you're going to say, first I started off with 743 and then I added 856 together, but that didn't work. So next I tried blah, 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 blah. So you need to go into detail about how you found your answer. Be sure to write it below. Now, another thing that you can do, you can ask your parents to print this out for you, and you can write it with a pencil. And then you could take a picture and send it to me, and I could upload it for you. So guys, if you're having a hard time uploading, you could always print this document, write it with pencil, and then have mommy send it to me or daddy send it to me. So next you have part 2. In order to win 2 rounds of the game, the class must find 3 numbers on Miss Snyder's game board whose sum is exactly 1,000. That means you got to go back up to the game board, and now you have to find 3 numbers that would equal 1,000. So you obviously want to start off with lower numbers, boys and girls. Hint, hint. So once you play around on your math notebook and you add 3 different numbers, find the numbers that equal 1,000 when you add 3 of them together. Just like you did for the first part, tell me how you found your 3 numbers. What did you do? You have to write and explain it. Remember, boys and girls, we're 3rd grade. Write full, complete sentences. Then you have a part 3. It asks you to create your own game board that has a set of 2 numbers whose sum is exactly 1,000 and a set of 3 numbers whose sum is 1,000. See if a friend can try to find each set of numbers whose sum is 1,000. So this is kind of fun. You can make your own little game board. Again, the best bet is to print this out and use your pencil. You can draw a rectangle. And then you could put 9 numbers in it like you saw on the top. And any numbers you want. And you have to pick ones that equal 2 of them that will equal 1,000. And then 3 of them that would equal 1,000. So you're going to kind of challenge yourself in this way. Then once you're done, you have one more part to the assignment. Now, if you go back on PowerSchool, you will see that your second part of the assignment is not on here. It will be part of the other one, assignments. And you'll see assignment 2 right here. But like I said, I made it easier for you by putting it in one document. So use this document so you don't have to go back and forth between both of those. So for assignment 2, there are many different ways you can add numbers. Here's one way to add the numbers 55 plus 58. 55 plus 58 is 113. Below are some different ways of adding 55 and 58. Some are correct, some are wrong. If you think the statement is correct, write correct next to the statement. If you think the statement is wrong, you would write wrong next to the statement. But then it tells you right here, and I'm going to move my thing. Underline each statement. Show or explain why you think it's correct or wrong. So you're not just writing wrong or correct. You need to also tell me why it's wrong and correct. So for the first one, it says double 50. If you remember what double means, that means you add 50 plus 50, which is 100. Then you add 8. 100 plus 8 is 108. Then you add 5. 108 plus 5. Does that equal 113? I'll give you a clue. Yes, it does. So you would write correct. Now, are you done yet? No, because it tells you to explain. So you will say correct because, and then you would tell me 50 plus 50 is 100, 100 plus 8 is 108, and then 108 plus 5 is 113. So remember, you're going to write it is correct. And again, sorry, I'm typing with one hand, recording with the other hand. So of course everything is not perfect, so excuse me. So again, you're going to write correct because I added 50 plus 50, which is 100. Then I added 8 to 100, which is a 108. Then 108 plus 5, which is 113. That is why it's correct. Then you go to the next one. Start with 58. Then add 50. Then add 5. If that equals 113, you would write correct and tell me why. If it's not correct, you would tell me wrong, and then you would write because blah, 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 blah. So you have to do it to each kilo. You would have to do that for each one. Remember, with the last one over here, another one over here, start with 55, then add 60, then subtract 2. If it equals 113, you write correct because blah, 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 blah. If it's wrong, write it's wrong because blah, 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 blah. Do that for every single one of them. Okay, boys and girls? So again, I'm making your life easier by sending you this video and by sending you this document. Again, you could print it out at home, use pencil to do it, and then have mommy or daddy send me a picture of this document, and then I'll upload everything for you if you're having trouble. So please try to do your assignments correct, boys and girls. I know it's tough, but they will. The teachers and the administrators will make sure that you get this correct, okay? Bye, guys.